Cut it out.
Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do Say Nice with LV. That's Lonnie. I'm Victor. This is episode 79.
79. Almost at 100.
Not even close.
We 21 off. Well, fuck it.
21.
21. Guys, continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. All platforms, personal Instagrams, on the pod page as well. Spotify, Apple Pod, YouTube. YouTube is where we mainly post at. But please continue to love and support us. We'll continue to produce for you. If you've seen last week's episode, you know we had a special guest.
Shout out Ian.
A new friend of ours, Ian Chen. Ian Chen of Discotech, CEO of Discotech. If you do not know what Discotech is, look it up. I'm not about to explain it to you. I'm not about to market for them. They don't pay me for that. But yeah, look it up.
That's crazy.
It is. I fuck with him. It is crazy, but I ain't gonna throw no shade.
So, you know what I realized today?
What?
This is kind of crazy. So I was in the car,
Okay.
right? And I look in the mirror. Bro, I got an Edgar cut right now.
Edgar.
That's an Edgar cut.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So I knew it was a thing, and I didn't do it on purpose. But like the way I've been brushing my hair lately, it wouldn't look like that. But because I didn't brush my hair, I got an Edgar cut right now.
So what kind of like, and I know this is probably like way left field right now, but like what kind of texture does Mexican people have, like their hair? Because like, but like y'all ain't got the white people straight hair.
Well, our hair,
because like think about it. Okay,
our
real
hair
quick.
is like greasy, bro. Like our hair is naturally more oily and greasy.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. Like I can see
like
it.
there's certain people with like curly texture hair,
Right.
but for the most part, it's straight. Just a different type of straight.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. Cause like you know, us black people got like so many different types of hair. When white people, Asian people, Mexicans, like y'all got like one strand of hair, and we got 17 over here.
Well, if you really think about it, it's all the same strand. It's all a curl.
Right.
It's just a different type of curl. There's different names for it. But yeah,
You feel like white women shouldn't have weave?
I'm not gonna get into this.
And what I mean by weave is like
Sewing.
right.
So here's the thing, right? White women have weave.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not
They
called weave.
They
it's
call them
called
extensions. Yeah.
But a weave and an extension is the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it does bother. Well, okay, I'm not gonna get in women's business. I'm gonna stay out of women's business.
But I want you to finish.
It
Pause.
bothers me when a white woman says they got weave, like that like no, you don't.
You got extensions. Okay.
But yeah, it took me some time to learn that extensions and weave were the exact same thing.
Yeah, it crossed my mind because I seen somebody like that last night, and I was like
she had weave, or she said she had weave?
She had weave, and I could see like her tracks and extensions. Like,
so here's the thing: if I can see your tracks, that means you did not get a good. It'd be like somebody getting a bad haircut,
right? But see, the thing is, so it was the girl, and then there was 3 black girls behind her.
Were they in a group?
Yes,
she was one of those.
So it was well, the white girl had somebody with her, but it was 3 black girls, and like what made it terrible, she started patting her head, like
that's annoying. Having said that, I can't really judge because whenever my hair gets braided, that's how you have to.
I mean, fair, but like
with my hair just like this, I can scratch my head, but like if there's a certain
because you don't want it to come loose, like the hairs to come loose, right? I get that, but like. To me, it bothers me seeing a white woman with weave patting her head like a black woman.
Have you ever seen the clip with what's his name, Funny Marco and Bobby Altoff, where he's like, "I want my woman to be just ghetto, just like patting her head all the day, like where my baby daddy? Fuck him, he ain't shit. Where my baby daddy at?" Like
Byron baby mama off that Madea movie. Byron, yeah. No, because she was all up in her shit, just beating the hell out of her head. Now, if you just beating your head, I ain't gonna lie, I'm quite concerned. Because ain't no way your
brain
shit
damage,
that,
CTE.
yeah, ain't no way your shit
Bro,
that
can you
itchy.
imagine getting CTE because you had weave your whole life and you just kept bopping yourself?
I just don't understand why you gotta have a weave 24/7. And I get some people ain't got hair
I can't lie. My girl
or
gotta
short
have
hair.
hair.
Right.
I don't care if it's real or fake, but you gotta have hair. You can't come in with nothing. No hair. I feel like there's certain things that women just like. It's like womanly, and long hair is one of them.
But not everybody blessed though.
No, fair, but like everybody can get a wig or something.
But imagine, like, hypothetically, say you got a girl, she got weave or got a wig, and then y'all having sex, and then you just pull her shit off one day.
So like I'd be like, well, you would know, bro. You know if a girl has a wig or
I mean, right, but like you into it, and then you like, oh yeah, let me.
Well,
pull
yeah,
your
no,
hair.
but I'm saying like it wouldn't bother me because I already know that she bald headed.
I'm cracking the fuck up.
I probably laugh too.
Cause I would forget low key. Like if I'm into it, I would forget.
And then she just got that little sock on her head. You know what I'm talking about?
A wig cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Act like that's not the same thing that they give you in the sneaker stores. The try on the shoes.
No, fair.
It's
It's
the same fucking thing.
No, I get it. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, I would crack the fuck up. Like I'm gonna be laughing while still stroking at the same time.
Imagine if she had a do rag up under there.
That would throw me completely off. Like the wig cap ain't even throwing me off, but the do rag gonna throw me completely off.
She got a do rag under her wig. She trying to like get waves and have a wig at the same time.
Two different hairstyles going on, bro. Like, what's up?
That's like a double life right there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, I want to say something, but I can't. It's gonna get us canceled.
It might.
What would you do if you found out your girl was a dude?
And then tell me.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
Well, yeah. Let me back up. Let me back up.
Hold on. I'm hoping if she told you that isn't your girl.
Right. Okay. That's what I was about to say. Like, let me.
Oh no, somebody's gonna be mad.
Right.
Cancel me.
Me and bro gonna have to run the fade. Like, you're not a female no more. Like, you a nigga at this point. Like, and you just come out. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be based off of how you tell me. Like, if we in an argument, you'd be like, "That's why you been fucking a man, bitch." Like,
that's crazy.
Huh? Wait, run that back. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. The audacity
to tell me that I've been fucking a man this whole time is insane. You gotta run me my fade, cause But even still,
I feel like you should be able to sue for that.
Yeah, 100%. That's just like, I feel like you should be able to sue women for making false rape allegations.
Oh, that's where we're going. Okay.
I mean, that's just a liable, like, that's a slanderment.
No, but let's just get into it if we're gonna get into it. As I'm sure you guys have been made aware, the entire world knows now. Shannon Sharpe is getting accused of sexual assault, and he's getting sued for a large sum of money. I think $50 million.
Whopping $50 million.
$50 million. So in this, let me just start with sexual assault is not okay. I don't condone it. Having said that, accusing somebody of doing something for monetary gain is also not okay.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be a low-life individual with nothing going on for you to accuse somebody of especially sexual assault because it's such a serious thing.
Yeah, that's sensitive.
And then, hold on, let me finish. And also in the same vein, a lot of women do get sexually assaulted and they're not listened to. And it never, like, nothing ever happens because everybody thinks they're lying. Well, women lying for monetary gain is fucking every actual victim of sexual assault over.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel like that's what makes people and family, friends, law enforcement, like, not listen to women because of these things happening.
Yeah.
Like the false allegations, the false reporting, things like that. That's what make people not listen to the women and or men that get sexually assaulted. More so the women though, because like you playing with fire at that point. Like that's a sensitive subject. That's something that's near and dear to a lot of people's heart. Like some people have been through it. Some people know people that have gone through it. Like and it's not a good feeling to know that somebody may be out here falsely claiming they got sexually assaulted for monetary gifts.
The other thing I will say is I'm not saying that this woman is lying. The court case hasn't happened yet. All the facts haven't come out yet. So I'm not just saying this woman is lying. Having said that, what I will say is the lawyer that she is working with, Tony Busby, has been known to railroad athletes, entertainers, rich individuals, most of them being black, right? And most of the time, it's a Jane Doe case, meaning that the woman is not coming out
right
and saying, yes, he did this to me. And secondly, they're frivolous cases, meaning they're asking for an absurd amount of money and or they're bringing 21, 22, 25 suits all at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, knowing that this guy is a lowlife, no good motherfucker that provides nothing good to the world. And honestly, I can honestly say he provides no good to the world. I don't care if he's got a family. I don't care if he's the church's largest donor. I don't give a fuck what this guy is doing in life. Because what he is actively doing in the public is destroying people's lives.
Yeah.
For him to get rich. He's a scammer. He's a scam artist. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who has chosen him to represent them for sexual assault is a liar. What I am saying is, if you choose this guy to represent you, you lose some credibility.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of credibility.
Let's kind of dig into the details and the facts of this allegation.
Okay.
Toward Unc. I'll start off and say this. There was a phone conversation that came out.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go somewhere else because I can't go on Twitter to find this information. I can't go on Twitter to find this.
There was a phone conversation that came out, and
Yes.
it got twisted and turned in so many which ways. Basically, the pinpoint of that phone conversation was basically Unc saying he would choke the shit out of her because that's what she liked.
Okay, but the phone interview, allegedly, this phone conversation, one was recorded without consent, but two has been chopped up.
Yeah.
So he said it wasn't even a phone conversation. It was from a sex tape that they chopped and used the audio for. Again, this is all alleged. Everything that we're saying is all allegedly. It did make him look crazy, what he was saying
to
her on the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as a grown man, and I get sexing, bro, like, come on now. We're grown. We're going to sex. We're going to fucking, some people are into making sex tapes for their personal shit. Like, that's on them. But you have to always be cognizant. Mm-hmm. You always have to understand everything that could come of every situation. Right. Especially when you're in the spotlight. Like when you're in the spotlight like that, you have to be, like, your head always has to be on a swivel. Mm-hmm. You always have to think that nobody has good intentions for you. And that's a fucked up position to be in, but that's just kind of, that's the way it goes. Right.
And then, I don't know the exact number, and I may be wrong with this number, but they said that Unc and this girl, I don't know her name. Is it Carly?
I don't know her name either. But what I will say is, she's an OnlyFans model, which
Right.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
OnlyFans models
yeah.
can also be sexually assaulted. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is she is an OnlyFans model. That is how they met. And just to give the number that you were gonna give, they said they had linked up over 100 times
Okay.
to have BDSM sex, meaning like Dominic, like tying up,
Yeah.
choking, all that type of shit. So here's the thing that really like bothers me, right? How the fuck you get raped 100 times? I just don't even think
That's where I was
logical.
going. Because like that, I was gonna say that's not really helping her case. If
you were uncomfortable the first time, regardless if you get money for this sex or not, right? If you're uncomfortable the first time, how you going back 99 more times?
Yeah, it don't make sense because you're consenting to meeting up, letting this person come to you, going to this person, whatever you're doing, over 100 times to have crazy sex. Weird. I'm not gonna say weird because everybody like what they like, but.
Oh, you don't kink shame?
No, I don't
That's
kink shame.
Crazy because you kink shame me for one Lamborghini doors.
That's different though.
It's the same.
I'm not.
They can have BDSM sex, but I can't get my Lamborghini doors.
I mean, you can get it. I'm not gonna stop you from getting it. But anyways, like you linking up with this person over 100 times, consenting to meet them, see them, converse with them, and then leading to having sexual relations with this person, like you're not pleading your case.
But also at the same time, here's my thing, and I'm gonna sound so like people are gonna kill me for this, but let's say you get raped the first time or the sixth time, right? Like the first 5 times are straight, the sixth time you get raped. Why are you putting yourself back in a position that you don't have to put yourself in?
And why
you're not related to this person? There's literally no reason for you to interact with this person unless you want to interact with this person.
And my thing is, like you just said, whether it was the first time, the 6th time, the 90th time, if what changed from the first time up until whatever time you feel like you got raped? What changed? And then why are you just now saying something?
Yeah.
Because if it was the first time and you came back, like you said, 99 other times, why are you just now more than 99? Like, why are you just now saying something about it? And I get it. Like, and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm negating or you know, downplaying any woman's feelings or even a man, but like, it's okay to wait to say something, but like, why? Why are you waiting? If something so tragic, so traumatizing happened to you, I get it may be hard to talk about, maybe hard to go through these motions and relive these moments, but at the same time, like, what is it that makes you wait so long to say something?
This is what I'll also say on top of, because I understand the waiting part.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine. You have to come out whenever you're ready to come out. Everybody handles trauma differently. I'm not gonna like talk down on somebody for not.
It's not a time limit on it.
Yeah, for not dealing with their trauma the way they they don't want to deal with it. But what I will say is, if this is something that is credible, if this is something that actually happened, why are you civilly going about it instead of pressing charges
Criminally
going about getting this rapist off the street? If this alleged rapist off the street, right? Because here's the thing. One, that's selfish in multiple ways. The first way is selfish is if you're letting the rapist stay on the street, he's obviously going to rape more people.
Right.
Rapists rape. Period. That's what they do. I don't know why. Could never tell you, but that's what they do.
Yeah.
So going after civil liability is easier than criminal liability, obviously. Everybody knows that. Having said that, if you bring the criminal case and lose because there's not enough evidence, and then proceed to go to the civil case to get some type of justice, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, if you never file any paperwork criminally and you just go after monetary gain, like, come on now, man.
Like you said, it's a scam.
Like, come on now. Like, stop playing in our face like we're dumb.
And I'm also say this, and I'm kind of like on the fence about it, but Unc 56. Hear me out.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Hear me out.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Unc 56. This girl 20.
22, I think 21.
She more than half his age.
That is
less
true.
than half his age.
That is true.
My thing is, he got what, 3 daughters?
Yes, I don't know how many kids he has, but sure.
I think he got 3 daughters. My thing is, if his daughters are her age, that girl age, the OnlyFans girl, and they brought home a 56-year-old man, like, hey dad, this is my boyfriend Charlie.
And here's all I'm gonna say to that: if people are legal and of consenting age, I'm not gonna tell them who to date and who not to date.
Fair, but there's still going to
hold
be
on.
some sort of judgment and or opinion about the fact of this is a 56-year-old man, and no, there's no shame in Unc game and what he got, but like 56 years old and 20, 21, 22, 23 maybe years old female.
Like I said, I don't agree with it. Most people should know I like older women. Like, not substantially older, but older than me.
Right.
Just because it comes with less headache, it's I don't know, it just feels easier. There's more like real life shit. Fucking with an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, like, they're not trying to start a family at that age. They're trying to party. They're trying to do their thing. And that's great for them. Live your life. But I'm just saying, in my own personal opinion, I'd rather have somebody either at my age or older because they're probably like-minded with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I going to talk to a fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old about?
They ain't got nothing to give.
We live our life differently.
Right. No, fair.
So that would be dumb of me to do that. Having said that, like I said, I'm not going to tell anybody who to date. Do I personally agree with it? No.
Yeah.
I think you should date within your age range.
With a little cushion.
Like I'm saying, like, what'd you say, 56?
56,
If he's dating a 46-year-old,
that's different.
I'm not going to say shit about it.
Right.
She's younger. She's substantially younger.
Now, if he dating an 86-year-old,
I'm still not going to say nothing about it.
bro waiting on old girl to kick the bucket.
Hey. Didn't somebody get famous for that? Who was it? Fuck, I can see her face. She a blonde.
Of course she is.
She made that sex tape. She was just famous, but
She made a sex
she was like a bop. This is like the 80s and 90s.
Oh, I don't know.
She's like one of them famous bops. Pam, was it Pamela Anderson?
Maybe.
It's Pam and Tommy. That was the sex tape. I ain't never seen it. I just heard about it.
Oh,
Hold on.
I don't know. The only Pam and Tommy I know is Martin.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I got you. Yeah, it was Pamela Anderson.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Pamela Anderson because like,
Let
me make sure she's still alive.
I think she is. If I was Unc age, I'm not bringing no 50. I mean, 50.
57? All that me, baby.
I'm not bringing, and I'm not even saying Unc bringing this 20-year-old home or anything like that, but I'm not about to be seen with a girl that look like a child because she looked like a child. And I'm gonna leave that where it's at, but like she looked like a child.
I'm just gonna say I seen some of the pictures of her, and I could see why he did what he did because Shorty got a dumpy.
I mean, okay, but like, why he couldn't call Michelle?
My Michelle, yo. So something came out with her too.
Really?
Yes.
Enlighten me.
I'm not gonna comment on it.
Okay.
Because I don't know the details of that.
Okay.
But having said that, he's been very vocal about his type. And so if I had to make an assumption,
Michelle wasn't his type.
No, I would think Michelle was young. Younger.
Than the current?
No. Younger
than him?
Than they are substantially younger.
Okay.
Just because that's his type. He likes dating. He's been very vocal about wanting to date younger women.
That's fair.
There's several interview clips that are floating around now where he wanted to date younger women. And like I said, personally, I wouldn't do it. But I can't judge somebody as long as you're not breaking any laws. Who am I? Speaking of judging, though, I think I'm gonna get back in touch with the Catholic Church, but like in a mobster type of way.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it has recently dawned on me that I be doing bad shit, right?
Okay.
I'll be doing bad shit all the time. And I'm not gonna quit doing the bad shit. But I want some type of like forgiveness for the bad shit I do, because it's kind of weighing on me. I don't want to carry it no more. So I think I'm gonna get back in touch with the Catholic Church.
It's weighing on your conscience.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit heavy on it.
Okay. I love that for you.
So I feel like if I just go and like do my confession and like
get it off your chest,
go to church and shit, like God's gonna forgive me. That's all that really matters. You know.
I'll support you.
They say only God can judge me. That's not true.
That is not true.
Because a judge could put you in for life. But but you know. We're not trying to do that.
I respect it.
I'm not trying to do all that, you know.
I support you in all your endeavors.
All right, now that we covered the heavier topic, right? I have one more other trendy thing that's happening this week.
Talk to me.
It literally just happened I'm pretty sure yesterday. Do you think 100 men could beat up one gorilla?
Oh, I seen this. Bro, the comments, the reshares, everything was going stupid when I seen this. 100 men versus one gorilla.
Yes.
So I'm gonna speak from a crash out sense, and I'm gonna just speak from a normal scene.
Now you gotta remember, it's a fight.
Right.
You can't bring no weapons to this fight.
Right. So I'm gonna speak from a crash out sense, and I'm gonna speak from a normal, like normal man sense. Normal man that ain't got nothing to lose, 100 of them versus one gorilla. Nah, they say a silverback gorilla has the strength of like 25 to 30 grown men.
Okay, so I'm already seeing a W in the outnumbering him category.
I don't think so though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because think about Mammoth.
Okay,
he could probably take on 10 niggas.
No way.
Respectfully,
no fucking way.
I think
and I'm gonna
so.
tell you why.
And I think,
no, hold on. Let me tell you why he can't take on 10.
Go ahead.
Because while he's dealing with however many are in front of him, I'm coming up behind and taking his kneecap straight the fuck out. I'm kicking him right in the back of the knee.
Have you ever tried to move him?
Bro, if you kick somebody in the back of the knees, I don't care who you are.
Somebody can have some strong knees.
Bro, right here?
I know.
No, you're going down.
Well, you got to kick pretty hard.
I'm kicking for my fucking life at that point.
Okay. 100 grown ass men. I think they are violently getting their ass whooped by this one gorilla.
No way.
Oh my mama, I swear.
No way.
And it's because like your theory, I don't think is gonna work on no gorilla.
So here's my thing.
Every single part
that wouldn't work on a gorilla,
right? But
that wouldn't be my strategy against a fucking gorilla.
Every single part of this gorilla is nothing but muscle.
No, that's
down to the fucking toenail.
That's great. That's fantastic. So here's my only disadvantage on the 100 on one thing, right?
Okay.
The one disadvantage is all 100 of you can't get up on this gorilla at the same time. You're just gonna run out of space. So realistically, this gorilla might be fighting 15 to 20 people at one time.
And while he doing that, he probably launching niggas, beating on niggas. Like,
okay, but here's the thing. You also got to think about this. It's 100 people. If you reserve stamina, eventually this gorilla is going to get fucking tired.
I don't know, bro.
Nah, bro. You got to think this gorilla fighting for his life, right?
I don't think
He's getting
so.
Jumped by 100 motherfuckers.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying, 100 of me, I'm dusting that gorilla.
I just don't see it happening.
I'm dusting that gorilla, bro.
I don't see it happening.
But it's gonna take like 50 of us gonna take a fat fucking L.
Yeah, at least half of y'all.
Yeah, at least half is going down. Cause this gorilla is gonna fight back, and it's gonna fucking be. It's gonna be disrespectfully murdering people.
I'm not gonna take away from the fact of some of these motherfuckers are gonna get hurt, but I'm also not gonna take away from the fact of this gorilla is going to have some war wounds. Like,
because here's the thing: if like 3 of them jump on the gorilla's back.
Oh, that ain't doing shit.
All right, if 5 of them jump on the
that's still not doing shit.
What if they're mammoth size? That gorilla crumbling.
Maybe.
That's 5,000 pounds.
Maybe. But my thing is like, gorilla got thick fur, thick skin, and it's straight muscle.
That's straight. I'm understanding your point, but here's the thing: if they holding his arms a little bit, so it's like it's taking something off the punch, bro. It's taking.
Bro, you really think think 4 niggas on one arm is gonna hold this gorilla from swinging?
Bro, it's
nah.
What am I like? I'm talking about like legit motherfucker. I'm not talking about like wimpy ass bitches. I'm talking about like,
right.
I'm talking about like strong ass motherfuckers.
So think about it. Say they pulling this gorilla. Say you got 4 niggas on this side, 4 niggas on this side. They pulling the gorilla arm. The gorilla fall back. Nigga still got his feet. Them feet strong as hell.
Can't kick.
Why?
Because they can't.
Man,
it's not in their repertoire.
Get the fuck out of here.
They ain't learn how to kick.
That's the second set of hands.
But let's say
they feet got thumbs, nigga.
But let's say they fall on their back, right?
thumbs.
Let's say they fall on their back, right? You think somebody not coming up and stomping that motherfucker in the head?
Do you know how hard a gorilla chest is?
I don't give a fuck. Bro, if 3 people stomping on your head, you going out. I don't care.
A gorilla just built different, in my opinion.
Ain't no way one gorilla taking down 100 people, bro.
I can see
Y'all
it.
smoking dick.
I can see it. I want to see 100 people that ain't got shit to lose for themselves. And then I want to see one silverback gorilla that ain't got shit to lose for himself. And I want to see them in one big ass setting. And I want to see some shit happen. I would pay to see that.
All right. So here's the thing, right? There's no way we can do this without liability.
Right.
So I'm not going to set it up. But if somebody wants to set it up and wants me to be one of the 100 people, I'll accept the challenge.
One of the 100 people that fight a gorilla?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all Say Night fans like this will never be a thing again. Like, bro, yeah, I don't know. Unless you about to go hide in the corner somewhere until everybody else die.
I'm not going to be in the front of the pack.
I wouldn't want to be in the pack at all.
I'm going to be in the back of the pack.
Nah, fam. You got it. I can't.
So here's my whole strategy, right? We got to put our weakest links up front.
Mm-hmm.
The gorilla just gonna have its way with them, but I want them to tire it out. And then we got like the strong motherfuckers that really know how to fight in the back.
Mm-hmm. So who gonna hold up? Who gonna hold up the middle?
Like the intermediate people. Like they're not weak, they're not strong. They somewhat could fight.
I just don't see it. Like,
do I get to pick the 100 people too?
I mean, you can.
I'm picking you as one.
No, bro, I'm not coming. I'm gonna be sick that day.
It's just gonna be 99.
Yeah,
that's why we lost, because we was one short.
I'm just gonna be sick that day, bro. You will not convince me. I don't care how much money is on the line. Could you
imagine afterwards? I just be like, yeah, we lost because one person ain't show up.
Bro, I'll be like, my one self is not gonna make a difference in this shit. But yeah, no, I see a gorilla coming out on top. I'm not gonna hold you. That's just what it is.
You said wait. You said what? If a gorilla come what?
I don't know.
What are you gonna play dead?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, gorilla.
Yeah, like Toy Story. Oh, Andy's home. Like, just fall over. Like,
oh, the gorilla's here.
Right. Nah, I just don't see it happening.
That's wild.
100 men and one gorilla. Now, if you said like maybe 200, maybe even 3, I might give you that. With just nothing to lose, like they just want to fuck some shit up. Yeah, one gorilla and 300 people, they got it, 100%. But 100 men, that's just like sending 100 men after a hippo. Hippo is straight murdering anybody. They straight muscle. You think them niggas fat?
Nah, hippo is just smoking, like smoking everybody.
Yeah. I don't know how they fight, but like,
hold on, let me look up the measurements of a fucking gorilla real quick. I want to see how big gorillas are.
Like a full grown gorilla.
Bro, I'm smoking this motherfucker.
Let me see.
100 people is smoking this dude.
Nah, this is straight muscle.
4 to 6 feet, dog.
It's straight muscle.
I'm fucking this little ass
4 to
gorilla
6
up.
feet and weighing up to 440 pounds.
Okay, 100 people. 3 of us gonna weigh more than that gorilla. You talking about 100 of us? One, that gorilla, if it is straight muscle, right? That gorilla gonna get fucking tired quick as hell. Because muscle like blow out your stamina quicker than anything. That gorilla getting smoked, bro.
With a gun, yeah.
No, it's with straight hands.
Okay, so
fight.
do you feel like 50 men gonna take that gorilla?
These motherfuckers shorter than me.
Right.
And I'm not like the tallest motherfucker in the world.
And I'm larger than the average baby elephant.
It's a baby elephant.
Right.
I feel like you could smoke. I feel like 100 people could smoke a baby elephant too. But like an adult elephant, nah.
I think I'm beating the shit out of a baby elephant just by myself.
Probably because they're not aggressive like that.
Nah.
They don't really fight.
I'm gonna pick him up by his trunk and just.
You're not picking up an elephant by its trunk.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
Okay. You don't think I could just swing it around?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Not like an elephant. You could pick up animals and swing them around. It's not like an elephant.
Right. Yeah, no, I still stand firm on the.
I really don't even think you could lift up. So anyway. Fuck. Oh, I'm not sending that.
Why not?
I took the screenshot and I was like, there's no way I'm letting this person see this text thread. There's no way I'm letting.
Why don't you just crop it or something?
Nah. Because even the bottom one's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Like the bottom one is insane.
I'm scared.
It's not. It's just. I was just telling somebody that I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna even say that on this platform. I'm gonna reserve the right to comment because I know they watch.
Okay.
You know what I really need to stop doing, and it's really my own fault, but I really need to stop doing this.
What's that?
Fucking fans.
Okay.
Because once you like when you fuck fans, it's.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, we've lost a couple fans because I fucked them.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And it's really my own fault.
Who else's fault is it gonna be?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like anybody. Okay. So anybody who wants to be in any type of entertainment game, right? I don't care how big you are. You need to not fuck fans.
Right.
I don't care how big or how small you are. Like, even if you're like the most lowest subbed person, if you got 5 subs, don't fuck any of them 5 subs. If you got 5 listeners, if you're a musician, don't fuck any of them 5 listeners. Because it can only go bad.
Right.
Once you stop dealing with this person, you're losing somebody who supports you. You're losing a supporter.
Never had a fan, so I can't relate.
Yeah.
But if I did, I mean, I wouldn't fuck the fans. They fans for a reason.
You have fans, you idiot.
Do I?
We have fans.
You have fans.
We have fans.
Are you okay? Let me ask this real quick. Since we on this topic,
All right.
Do you feel like
Do I feel like
the fan base that we have? Do you feel like they're more here for you, for me, or for us?
Us.
Okay.
Because here's the thing.
But if you broke it up individually, do you feel like there would be more fans on your side or my side?
Our side.
It's not the question.
That's the answer.
That wasn't an option.
That's the answer you're gonna get. Because here's the thing, right? So the other day, I was thinking to myself, and I was like, "Yo, I feel like I annoy everybody, and everybody hates me."
Why you feel like that?
I don't know. It's just deep in thought. Matter of fact, I do know. It's because Bestie was really annoyed with me.
Okay.
And I was like, this is just generally what happens. Like, people just often get annoyed with me.
But like, she annoyed you all the time.
No, for sure. But that's not my point. I'm not focused on her. I'm focused on me. And so I feel like I just really be annoying people, and then they hate me.
If that was the case, I'd have hated your ass a long time ago.
I feel like you do sometimes.
Nah, I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody, first and foremost. But nah, I don't hate you.
Before I say this.
Hey, yo!
No homo, but I feel like we're about to get a lot closer.
You go finish the statement?
Just because of life. Things happen in life.
Okay.
I just feel like we about to be like like this again.
We never were not like that.
Yeah, but like shit changed a little bit. You can't lie and say shit ain't changed a little bit.
Shit didn't change.
It changed a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
And I just feel like we're gonna be closer than ever.
All
no
right.
homo. Pause. Hey
Sure. If you say so, man.
Why are you gay?
I'll give you that.
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
I'll let you have it today.
I'm just saying, bro.
We're never not going to be close, but you say closer. Okay.
Okay. I'll amend my statement a little bit. I feel like we're gonna be spending more time together.
Okay. I knew what you meant.
I was amending my statement for them, not really you.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like you're gonna have more time for me.
Okay. I'm not going no further with that. Okay.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't. You know how I always tell people not to put all their eggs in one basket? I've had all my eggs in one basket for way too long.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it. Really think about that. Break that bar down.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
No,
I'm not allowed to anymore.
Yeah.
But
I don't feel like. So, I feel like with all of your eggs being in this one basket, I feel like those eggs were permanent.
Permanent eggs, okay.
Right. And then I feel like you just produced more eggs to put in other baskets.
That makes me sound like a female.
I mean, whatever.
Or a duck.
However you want to look at it. Put it right center.
Yeah, I was going to. That's why I was saving some.
I mean, however you want to look at it. But, like, I just genuinely feel like that's what you've done. Like, those
are like
permanent eggs, like
Those are like forever eggs.
Yeah, those golden eggs in that one basket, I feel like those are there and those not coming out. But then you got, like...
So, here's what I'm saying. I don't think that basket is necessarily right for me anymore. I'm also saying that maybe that basket was never right for me. Like, if you really think about said basket, it has caused so many problems. And I've ignored those problems due to the solution to the problem that the basket solved. But at the same time, it probably was never the right basket, honestly.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Because when all this first evolved and happened, I said this to you, and you didn't believe me. And now I'm not going, this is not a I told you so moment, but like, like, I've been trying to tell you this for what, a year and a half now?
Okay. I get what you're saying, but also at the same time, people have to figure out their own lives on their own terms.
Right.
And sometimes it just takes moments of shit happening for you to realize, like, yo, maybe that was never right for me in the first place. Yeah. And I feel like you need to going back to the like original topic of the episode. Sometimes you need to stay away from people who aren't right for you.
Right.
Like, if a woman is just in your life for the things that come with being in your life, whether that's money, whether that's experiences, whether that's fucking, like, maybe you're just a fly ass dude who fucking goes on a lot of trips and shit.
Yeah.
And likes to take women with you. That's perfectly fine. I'm not saying don't do that, but what I am saying is you got to pick the right type of woman who deserves that from you. You can't pick the woman who's like just causing or she's only there for that, because as soon as that shit disappears, she disappears too.
Mm-hmm.
And now you left here in a fucked up headspace where it's like, damn, I just got used. What was this really for?
Right.
You know? Also, women that don't have any good intentions for you, and this is like directly to the point of earlier. That woman never had good intentions for Shannon.
No.
Whether she wants to admit it or not, or whether it comes out or not, she never had good intentions for him.
Mm-hmm.
Her intentions were to get money. Hence, her sending him a picture of her ass or just a text, and she was like $25K a cheek. $25,000 a cheek.
First of all, pause. I'm
Ain't no pussy in the world that's worth that. I can't even cap to you.
if I was out here texting a female and I asked for an ass pic and you send me one cheek.
No, it wasn't a pic. He shoot. No. Okay. So
What do you? Okay, because I'm confused. Clearly,
hold on. Let me actually find the.
While you finding that, let me just give a little insight to my opinion about this. Going back to kind of like letting shit go with eggs in one basket. Like it's kind of like the grieving process. Mm-hmm. There's never no time limit on grieving, letting something or someone go. Like it may take a month, it may take a year, it may take a year, 4 months, and
God damn,
26 days.
That's really specific. I wonder where you got that number from.
7 hours, 42 minutes, and 36 seconds. 36 seconds, yeah. So like, it may get to that, but like, it takes time. It's a process that you got to go through. There's different stages that you got to go through to feel these emotions. To be like, damn, like maybe that shit wasn't for me. After a year, 4 months, 26 days, 7 hours, 42 minutes, and 36 seconds, like, and counting. But like,
and counting. But no, the counting stopped.
But like, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just, it's almost similar to a grieving process. So yeah.
But anyway, I got the text right here. Well, I'm just gonna go with the one above it real quick. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it.
Is Alicia attached to this?
Choke me with it while you're. Who the fuck is Alicia?
No, I said is a leash attached to this.
Well, she said and choke me with it while you're fucking me. So
is it either he's holding on to it?
That's a long ass arm right there.
Or
she has a short torso.
He like my size. He like 6'4". Like
no, that's straight. But like you got to think, you got to cover her whole torso with your arm, and she's moving away from you at some points in time because it, like obviously just.
I guess I'm going with you. Like
yeah, I'd rather have a leash. Just personally, I wouldn't do it because.
No, that's.
Wait, did I ever tell y'all about the story about? Let me read this and then I'll get into the story. And then she said, "I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek. So basically,
50 grand.
50 grand to fuck. First of all, I don't care how much money I have, and everybody knows I'm a well-known player. I'm a well-known trick.
I'm not paying for no ass.
I'll pay for it, but I'm not paying 50K. You got me fucked up.
I'm not paying. Period.
You get $400.
That's your
my
cap.
Max. That's my cap.
Okay.
Salary cap $400.
Right. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm not paying for it. If I gotta pay for it, then that means
she don't really like you.
That somebody else paying
but
for
I
it.
Just
Somebody
told you
else
10
paying
minutes ago,
for
I
it.
don't feel like anybody like me. So.
But I mean, that's not true. Anyways, like that means multiple people are paying for it. And like the next man, you may tell this man to pay you $1,000. I don't know. But like everybody dipping inside of you. Like that's why I don't like sex workers, strippers, nurses.
So whoa, you can't say nurses.
Cause think about it.
Chill on the nurses.
No,
bro.
okay. Let me be very clear when I say this.
I don't like bartenders.
Bullshit. A lot of nurses come outside of the fact that they may have went to school and did the hard work, whatever. And I'm not saying that the next female who got it a different way didn't, but you not about to sit here and tell me most females that became a nurse didn't start off stripping or doing some sort of
I'm about
activity.
To say, no. Because here's my thing, right? Strippers love saying that I'm only doing this till I'm through school. Mm-hmm. But once you're a stripper, bro,
that money is good.
That money's so good, you're not leaving stripping.
But then
I don't care what other profession that you think you're about to get in. Strippers don't quit stripping. It's a career. It's a very terrible career unless you get chose and fucking, come up on some rich dude. But it's still a career. Strippers are strippers. They're career strippers.
I mean, fair. But that's just me going back to the point that like I'm not doing sex workers or nurses or strippers or OnlyFans girls or whatever. It's just, I think I had this conversation with somebody the other day. Like, that's why I don't do strip clubs. I've been in strip clubs maybe a handful of times in my life.
Well, everybody knows I love strip clubs.
Right. And I made that point. I made that point.
Here's the reason, right? because I'm gonna get down to the like psychology of a why. Because I know when I go in there that these bitches don't want shit from me but money, right? But also I get to feel that fake love
for a slight second,
for a slight little bit of time,
right?
So I'll only be going to strip clubs and shit when I'm in my feelings. That's literally the only time I'll go. Like, I don't go for fun.
Right. You don't go for fun?
Nah, I go for,
pleasure.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, I go to, like, reverse my mood. Like, so a lot of times, like, when we first started this, because I can be really transparent about this, every week before, on Saturday, because we record on Sundays, every Saturday when I was in Cali and you was over here, I would go to the strip club for inspiration. Because I would be in one place mentally from just the whole week, everything that went on in my week,
right?
That I needed Saturday to turn me around and get me into the headspace to come here and deliver.
I can see that.
And I feel like some of those episodes were our best episodes. Like, when I was going to the strip club religiously every Saturday, I feel like some of those episodes were our best episodes.
Wasn't
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What? Ain't she a nurse too? No. Right.
Just a stripper.
Okay. Just a stripper? So she ain't got no plans?
No. She's gonna be a stripper
for the rest of her life.
I mean, until she ages out.
What do you think the cap age is for a stripper that don't got their body done?
Honestly, I think it changes. It's like a per case basis, right?
Okay.
Because white women age like spoiled milk. So their shelf life is probably a little bit shorter. We all know black don't crack.
Facts.
Their shelf life typically, as long as they're not. But here's the other thing with strippers, right? A lot of the time, and nobody can argue this with me because I know so many strippers personally. Like, on real time. Not on I know you in the club shit. Like, I
know them in real life, yeah.
Yeah, I spend time with them, fucking go to lunch, whatever. Not my point. My point being, though, is most of them do a lot of drugs. One, because it's the lifestyle they're in, but two, to cope with what they have to do for work.
Right.
Drugs age you. So that's going to shorten your career, too, a little bit.
Okay.
But I feel like once you get to a certain point, people not giving you money no more. You're not attractive. Ain't nothing worse than an unattractive stripper.
I don't feel like you should be a stripper at that point.
Well, I feel like people should know their value, right?
But also, like, then you like, I don't know if we've ever said it, but like, I know the saying goes like, there's somebody for everybody out here.
I say that all the time.
Yeah, and I feel like that
at
goes.
the same time, though, you got to think. Strip clubs customer base is one thing, right? If you don't, also, you don't have all the eyes in the world,
right?
Meaning you're very limited to the amount of people that are in there. So yes, there is somebody for everybody. Having said that, what's to say that your somebody is gonna come in there also repeatedly? So what I mean by attractive is you have to be generally attractive to everybody across the board because that's how you're gonna make your money. Now, and the next one night stand will be with the stripper. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Or an OnlyFans girl. It's one of the two. I've got 2 lined up. I already know where I'm going with it. I'm doing it for a reason. I'm not just doing it to be like a horny fuck. Like that's never my intentions. I don't sleep with anybody that I've ever done content with. And there's a third option too. But anyway, they'll go ahead and tell you that most of their money is going to come from their regulars.
Proceed.
Most of their money is going to come from their regulars, right? And so you have to find that regular, though.
Yeah.
That person has to come in there and be willing to spend all their money on you for you to make it a career.
Yeah. Back to...
Yo, some of our friends is hoes. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Right.
Because I told him hit shorty up and he ain't even trying to.
Of course not. So back to like specifically women not being right for a man and how to deal with that. Like, short answer, let him go. And sometimes it's easier said than done, clearly, because there's a lot of ties with that, and it could be based off
I really like this picture.
Emotion, physical, sexual, like it can be based off a lot of things. But once you realize like what your worth is,
yeah,
and that this woman, and I'm only speaking from a man's perspective, I can't speak from a woman's perspective, but once you realize that this woman is not treating you your like what you feel like you're worth, kick rocks. Like, no matter if you carrying this person, no matter if you may be dependent on this person in some way, shape, or form. And I don't mean like monetary or anything like that.
And I hate to be like this, and vice versa. I think women need to take that into account too.
Oh yeah.
And the reason I'm saying that is because everybody like to like, and everybody's gonna have an opinion, but they like to compare us to like a fucking what is it, Fresh and Fit, and like who's that other motherfucker, the bald motherfucker. Hey, all these dudes love him. I don't really fuck with folk, but that's a whole different story. Andrew Tate. They like to compare us to that. And I just want everybody to know we can only speak from a male's perspective because we are both men. Like, we've never been women a day in our life, so we can't speak from their perspective.
Right.
That would kind of be like overstepping our boundaries.
Yeah.
Having said that, a lot of things that we say, and I know I say a lot that I believe in double standards. I'm talking about me in my personal life. I believe in double standards. I'm not talking about for this purpose. But a lot of the shit we say is and vice versa. Like, women, if a man isn't respecting your worth or what you value yourself at, kick that loser to the curb.
Yeah.
And I'm actually specifically saying this to my bestie. Like, let that loser ass motherfucker go. He don't got no job. He don't got no car. That motherfucker got no career. What is you doing? You way too pretty to be fucking around like that. I know she's gonna watch it to this point. That's why I said it like that.
This more so, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like this, but this more so happens to the women and not to the men, as far as like knowing your worth, and knowing when to let a person go because of whatever reason, like they not making you feel worthy, they not making you feel like you are like you should be put on a pedestal, basically.
Okay, so can I tell you something that I said in an argument one time at the end of a relationship? I was getting really fed up with this person, but I was trying to make things work because I really cared about them. And they got upset about something that I did or said. I don't remember. But we were having a heated discussion. But I wasn't calling them out of their name. I wasn't about to call them a bitch because I didn't want shit to go like that.
Right.
I was still trying to make shit work, but I was airing my grievances. And I told them, I was like, look, I understand that we're humans. We have emotions. And you're going through a lot. Having said that, I'm putting 150% into this relationship. And I feel like you're barely giving 20. And that's how I had to end that relationship. Because as soon as those words came out of my mouth, I'm giving 100%, 150%, and I feel like you're barely giving 20.
It's growth.
I need you to...
And
I'm going to step away because you either going to up your game or we're just not going to be together anymore.
Yeah, and I'll even say this, and I think I've said it before, but they're in a relationship. You're going to have those days where you may pick up all the slack that your significant other is not able to uplift for you. But then again, like when it's consistent and it's not giving you, when they're not giving you even half most of the time, and you picking up most, it's like it's only so much that you can give and give and give until you empty. It's just like the saying goes, like, I can't pour into a cup that's overfilled if I have nothing to give out of mine. Yeah. So it's just.
So I completely agree with that in the sense of some days I might have to give 100%.
Yeah.
If you don't have zero to give.
Right.
Right. And I do not believe relationships are 50-50. There's always going to be one person who likes the other person more than the other. It just is what it is. We're never going to be. But having said that, anything worse than 65-40, or what is that, 65-35? she doesn't want to be there, or he doesn't want to be there. Whoever's giving the more effort, they don't want to be there.
But are you speaking in an overall sense or just situational?
I'm talking overall.
Overall, okay.
35.
I got you.
If it's today and I have to give 100 and you have to give 0 because you're having the worst fucking day of your life,
Yeah.
or whatever's going on, whatever the case may be, you might not have anything to give today. But I'm talking about overall. If I'm doing more than 65% of the work and you're doing less than 35,
something got to give.
This shit it's not about to work out.
Yeah.
I can love the shit out of somebody. I am actually the prime example of this. You can love the fuck out of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Not put anything above them in this world, not even God. If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah.
They do not have to reciprocate. They don't.
But I will say, just going back, I feel like women are more prone to getting hurt that way than men. And it's because, no disrespect to us men in our community, but we dumb as fuck. And a lot of men don't understand or know their worth.
Well, here's the thing that I think about a lot of men too. And I think women have adopted this, and I think both parties are fucking idiotic for it. They take quantity.
Mm-hmm. Over quality.
No, that's not even what I was going to say. They take quantity and use that as something to boost them up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got 10 bitches, man. Fuck this. I got all the hoes, right? No, stupid. 10 bitches don't mean nothing. Because here's the thing. If you have 10 bitches, that means 10 bitches really don't care enough to lock you down. That's exactly what the fuck that means.
And I'm going to also say this, and I'm glad you said that, because I've heard both men and women, like you just said, like a man say, like, oh, I got 10 females that I can call up, whoop-de-whoop, wah, 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 wah. And they'll let me be with them, whatever.
They'll let you fuck.
Yeah.
They're horny.
And then women saying the same thing, like, that's not showing that, like, yeah, the only thing it's showing is
that you a whore.
And you get
That's
people.
You a whore.
That you get people.
It just means you're a whore.
I mean, sure.
Because here's the thing. Man or woman. I'll just leave it open. Now, I don't believe men can be whores. But whatever. I'll leave it open. Men and women. If you're letting 10 people have access to you,
yeah,
you are significantly decreasing your own value by doing that. That's across the board, men or women. If you're letting everybody have access, guess what? You're not exclusive.
No.
There's no worth in that. Letting everybody have access to you, there's no worth in that at all.
Right.
You could take that. If there was unlimited money, money would be worthless. When there's an unlimited amount of a stock, guess what? Nobody's buying that fucking stock. It's worthless. If there's an unlimited amount of a product, take Jordans, for example. Everybody know how big of a sneakerhead I am. The limited Jordans sell the fuck out.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's just that much more important to have that piece. Not everybody can get this.
Yeah.
That's a flex. Oh shit, I see you got them shits on. How the fuck you get them? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with a man or a woman, but I'm just gonna speak from my own perspective from a woman, right? When somebody see a girl and be like, God damn, how the fuck you pull that off?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I got the unattainable one. I got the bitch that nobody else getting.
It's rare though. Like, it's rare to have that man or woman that ain't. I don't want to say hasn't been touched, but like that can't be touched. Unless,
okay, but there's a difference between having a woman that like has 3 bodies in her life and she's 27, 28, right?
Yeah.
And then having a woman who has like 0 and is 27 and 28. The first one's gonna be pretty much unattainable, right? But the second one is still high value. You telling me 3 people only been able to close a deal on that? 3. I'm number 4. What? Give me that. Bitch, come over to me talking about I got some 96 body. Yeah, I'm good.
96.
I don't even want to fuck.
96 is insane. Yeah, 96.
How the fuck you fuck 96 people and couldn't hold one of them down? I'll hold you down.
You can't tell me that was a whole phase or whatever now.
Nah, you just a hoe. Ain't no phases about it. Fuck, you think you are the moon? The moon, the only thing that got phases. Fuck you talking about?
But yeah, that's where I'm at
What
with
are
it.
you, a fucking waning crescent, bitch?
That's where I'm at with it.
But going back to my original point, men need to know when a woman is for you.
Mm.
And if a woman is not for you, just because there's easy access to them does not mean you have to take that access.
Facts.
Because that's when in life you get into some shit with a woman. Especially the more successful you are, the more you need to take this advice. If you're super successful, the only thing that somebody can do is bring you down to their level.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they can do. They can't get to where you're at, but they sure as fuck can bring you down to where they're at.
100%.
And so for anybody who has motivations and goals, and I mostly mean this to the younger guys, but the older guys too who are doing it. Bro, really keep in mind. You want to know why I have this tattoo on my arm?
Well,
I'm going to explain. I've never explained why I have this tattoo on my arm. The reason I have this tattoo on my arm is because this is the standard that I hold myself to every single fucking day of my life. Mm. I might not be there yet, but by goddamn, I'm going to hold myself to that fucking standard. There is nothing that will let me dip below it because it's in my blood that this is what I need to be.
Yeah.
At the end of my life, this is what I need to be. I need it. So every fucking day when I wake up, and this has been for years, I've been holding myself to that standard. So I just got that shit tatted on my fucking arm for the world to see, but for myself to see every morning when I wake up. This is what you need to be today.
Right.
What do they say? 1% better every day, right? This is my wake up, get the shit done that you need to do. And whenever you're feeling lazy, whenever you're feeling like you're not good enough, whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling slow, whenever you're feeling like you're having a low day, you look there and you say, this is what I need to be today. Fuck tomorrow. I'll get to that when I get to it. But today, this is what I need to do.
Yeah, you can't worry about the future or the past, really, because the past you can't even change.
Can't change the past.
Yeah, you can't change.
You can't change the fucking past. Trust me. If I could, I would. If I had a time machine, there's tons of things.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's anybody. But you can't change the past. You can only focus on today. Can't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow gonna be here regardless, and you don't even know if you're gonna be here tomorrow. So
facts. But today, I can make myself the best that I can possibly be today.
Right. Right.
Let me finish the advice I was given. If you have aspirations to do anything, you need to hold yourself to those aspirations every single day of your life. And that also means not fucking with the bitch that's not for you. If a girl doesn't support your dreams, doesn't support your goals, doesn't see the vision that you see, you need to leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Same thing with women.
And it's very few. There's very few women and men that will see a value and worth within a person that they genuinely care, love, and want to be there for. It's rare.
But once you have that, I can also say don't fuck it up. Because then you walk around fucking these people that you shouldn't be fucking, or even just entertaining. We'll just call it entertainment. You're walking around doing something that you shouldn't do because you're chasing something from the past that you don't have anymore. Hello, my name is Victor. This has been Duce Nights with LV, episode 79.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to own up to all my own shit. I know what I do, and I know why I do it. Mm-hmm. That does not mean I can change it. It doesn't. But that's the first step of the process. Hey, why you act like this? I'll tell you exactly why I act like this. What are you going to do about it? I don't fucking know yet. Up to it.
Up to it. Down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucker, drink.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe. If you don't have the Discotech app, go ahead and get that for yourself.
Yes.
I'm going to keep promoting them. I fuck with them. Well, specifically, I fuck with Ian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ian. That's my guy. Also, if you haven't checked out that episode yet, go ahead and do that. If you have, thank you for the support. We got a lot of big shit still coming up for you guys. I hate to keep announcing this, but my entire week will be focused on it. And that's why I bring it to you every single week. You got anything else?
I think that's all, man.
And just like that, we gone.